Hello guys, it's Core here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on the Char Feature 4, a bit of a hidden gem that I absolutely did not know anything about until somebody just randomly told me in one of my live streams to try playing it. And I did, and actually I really enjoyed it so much that I decided to make this video on it. It is completely a hidden gem. I've never heard of this tank ever before, as being a good tank, but when I first tried playing it for the first time, it's really strong. Now I do have a video I want to make a series of videos where it's I find the hidden gems in Blitz and I'll make a video about it if I think it's a really good tank. And I did that with the Conqueror earlier. Now I called the Conqueror one an insane tier 9 monster. This thing is basically an insane tier 9 rat monster. It's such a rat vehicle. It's kind of troll shaped and just looks kind of weird, but it is so strong. And I'll go over the features here that make it very strong. Now, if you take a look at the DPM here, the DPM that it has is actually the strongest feature that it has. Now, if you take I'm using calibrated, but obviously if you subtract 150 from 3080, you'll get around 2950 almost a DPM with this thing. It is really high DPM actually for a tier 9 tank. And then on top of that as well, you do have some very nice characteristics with the tank itself. So if you take a look at the tank itself, it does have adaptive concealment as one of its mechanics, which this is a very nice consumable, or not gonna be mechanic to have at least, because it's kind of like the Leopard, where it allows you to use your DPM a lot more, because the more that you're able to reset your camo, because this a mechanic here basically makes it where you reset your camo in 5 seconds instead of 7 or something. So essentially it makes it where you can peek people more often and make use of that DPM, which is really nice for a tank like this. So this is one of the best things that it has. And then on top of that, it has actually really nice alpha too. If you take a look at the average damage here for an AP shot, is 340 AP essentially, average damage. That's really strong. And if you load HE, which a lot of tanks you will be able to HE, by the way, especially in your tier 8 down tiers, when you get into a tier 8 down tier, you'll be able to use that HE, 450 HE damage, and it reloads every 7 seconds basically. So it's very good tank, has insane DPM, and it's just a troll rat tank, to be honest. You actually get a surprising amount of bounces in this tank, by the way. It's just the way it's shaped, it just looks it's very weirdly shaped. It has a couple really steep angles that are just, I think, auto bounces or auto ricochets, especially against some APCR rounds. They'll just bounce off this part here, the front, if you shoot if you shoot it at a angled position there. Some of the angles are pretty extreme, and it's just kind of troll tank, to be honest. But without further ado, hope you guys enjoy these kind of videos. Again, if you guys enjoy my hidden gem series, make sure you guys smash that like button. Also make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. But without further ado, let's get right into the games. So for our first game here, we are playing on Yukon, and we obviously right now we're in a tier 9, we're up tiered essentially. We're in tier 9 down tier, so we're fighting tier 8. So we have a pretty big advantage, just by the fact that we're a tier 9, and most of the enemy team is a bunch of tier 8s. Now the only person on the enemy team that I have to kind of be aware of is the Leopard here. He is the only medium that could kind of challenge me DPM wise. But even then, I think I have more DPM than he does, to be fair. This tank is really quick. So we're gonna go to the med side immediately here. Now I'm not too worried about the Leopard. I do know that the Leopard has no gun depression at all, so I'm not really worried if he comes here. I know I'll be able to outplay him if he does, but he doesn't come here right away, and immediately we're able to figure out instantly that there's nobody here on the medium side of the map. So this is gonna allow us to play very aggressive here, and we're gonna try to catch somebody off, especially because I think they just finished capping B here, so there should be a tank or two on B. And I'm going to try to figure out what's in their spawn there real quick. I do kind of clear the spawn, I don't really see anybody now. I'm trying to clear the B cap here, and immediately we're on to the Leopard. Now, I mentioned earlier that the Leopard is the only tank that can kind of challenge my DPM, so I'm going to instantly focus him out here. And you can see I load HE, I got a nice fire as well, 700 fire almost. And in 2 shots, this Leopard's already half HP essentially. I mean, this tank is really good. Another nice roll there, 346, and he's a one-shot for us now, and we just clear him out of the game super easily. This is the easiest kill of all time, and that's the power of this tank. If you're a skilled player with this kind of DPM, this is a very dangerous amount of DPM that you can have here. So immediately we killed the Leopard, which is the most dangerous target. Now we're going to go straight for the Indian Panzer. Again, another medium tank that we want to get out of the game. The sooner we get him out of the game, the more freedom we're going to have in the rest of the map here. And as you can see, it's he does miss a shot here and there. Like I said, the tank is kind of trolled. It's a very small tank, and sometimes people will kind of miss the shots on it. It's not that easy to hit. Now we do get shot here, but we do make the Indian Panther a one shot here, and our T-49 does clear him. Now we go for the T-28 if we can, although we're not really able to actually get the shot there. But let's look at the Charioteer here, might be giving us a shot. We put a nice shot into him, a bit of a low roll, 283, not too high, but it's for a tier 9 tank, 283, that's the average roll for a lot of the other mediums in this tier, so this is pretty good. And now once we got the shot here on the charioteer. We're gonna go for the Luva, and we're gonna try to flank the T-28 here. Now, as I'm flanking, I kind of see that the E75 is going to be like an easy shot here, and of course, to be honest, E75 is like one of my priority targets. I know he's going to be like a bit of a hard tank to pen, especially because with this tank you do have APCR standard. So a tank like the E75 you're going to have to shoot a lot of heat at, and you can see like once I load heat, to be honest, I don't really have any issues penning it with heat, but you do need to load heat, which will lower the damage a little bit. So I was trying to get as much damage as I can on the E75 before I have to shoot heat at him, essentially. Now we do adapt reset our camo here, by the way, so the enemies don't know where I am, by the way. Like, they're spotted, but I'm not spotted. Now E75, you can see there the light bulb just pops up. That's exactly when I get spotted from him, and he's not really like 100% ready for me. And neither is that T28 as well, by the way. He's not even facing me. So we're gonna go, and for this T28, we're gonna get a nice HE shot in the back there. 396, very nice. And yeah, this guy has like no chance of catching me. Now right now it is a 3-3 in the game here, but the thing is, I'm very healthy, and I'm pretty sure, like, this game, again, by DPM, like, I will completely carry this game by DPM. I'm at 442, like, this guy's getting destroyed. This is what I mean, like, the HE damage with the 7-second reload on this tank is really, really strong. I was able to kill that guy, like, so quick, same with the Leopard, and now we're at the end of the game here. We were able to farm almost, like, 5.9k damage, actually. I think we do get the kill, and the heat pen as well in this thing is pretty decent, actually, so you're able to pen most tanks with heat. And yeah, overall, like, very, very nice game, and just showcases like the very high tempo that you can use with this tank. Like, this is a 5.9k game, and almost like this was like a 3-minute game or something. It wasn't that high, and I did get the mastery for it as well, so very nice game there as well. And, you know, again, like, look at that Leopard, bro. Did he even do anything? He didn't. He did zero. Like, the Leopard got absolutely destroyed. Same with the Indy. Like, everything that we focused just died instantly because of the amount of DPM that we have. So, such a nice tank, and a really good example of like, why this tank is such a hidden gem. I don't think there's many tanks like this, especially in the tech tree. So, this is definitely a bit of a pay-to-win tank, to be honest, since it's a collector. But overall, very fun tank, and highly recommend it. And let's after this, let's get right into the next game. Alright, so here we are in the next game here, and we are once again in a tier 9 down tier. So essentially we are like the strongest opponents on the enemy team here, and we are playing on Canal. So the only mediums that the enemy team here has is a Baguette Barask, the LT-42, and a TVP as well. All of them are tier 8s, so I'm not that worried about any of them, actually, as long as they don't all like YOLO me like right away. This should be an easy game for me. So I'm going to play pretty aggressive here, to see if I can, like, try to use my DPM early on in the game versus some of those tier 8s that, I know I will out DPM anyways. And real quick here, we don't really see them here. I'm trying to use that bush in front of me here to see if I can get some information on where they are. And we don't see anybody. Real quick, we do see the TVP, so we get a nice shot into him here. And again, we are spotted, so we have that, like the light bulb pops up, but we will get unspotted very quick here. And like, again, look at how I'm driving here. I don't get shot at all here because there's nothing that can spot me. This thing resets its camera very quick, and here the WZ does spot us. Again, we're gonna try to dodge a shot there. We don't quite dodge it. He does actually hit us, but this guy is kind of cooked here, to be honest. He's in a bad spot. Now our gun does kind of troll us again. This is like the only downside of this tank is the fact that you shoot APCR standard. Like, if this thing shot AP, it would be such a good tank. It's still a very good tank, but like AP would make it like broken. But APCR, you will bounce like some weird shots here and there, like we just did there. It is what it is. But yeah, so we're gonna get the shot at the WZ there, and then we're gonna go straight into the enemy spawn. Try to kind of like get a better position, and then immediately here we do run into the Barask, who's kind of like in the water. I don't really know how he ended up there. I'm not really sure why he fell off the bridge or whatever he did there, but this guy definitely got himself trapped, and he's kind of cooked here. So we're not too worried about this guy. Actually, I kind of want to make sure I kill this WZ first, because the WZ is the guy that like can somewhat escape maybe. The Barask is kind of stuck in a spot where like he just can't even leave. And again, this is another example of why APCR is just not the best shell there, bouncing the side of the track wheel there, which if it was AP, I'm pretty sure would have went in and penned him. But we're gonna try to get the kill on the Barask here. We did get the kill, very nice. And now we're gonna go for the B cap here. M103 seems to be kind of giving us an easy shot here. I don't think he's actually angling towards us, so we'll take the easy shot on him. Try to avoid him here as well. He looks like he's aiming at us. He does get us with the fire there. That fire actually does take a lot of HP off of my tank there, so it was actually a pretty costly shot that we took there. But again, we're a medium tank, and we're not too worried about like the enemy mediums. To be honest, we killed like most of them so far. The TVP is pretty low HP, I believe, in the middle of the map there. Or actually no, it's actually not him, that's the other guy, but still, I'm pretty sure we should be pretty confident here. We have a good situation for us. Now we're just gonna use that adaptive concealment to try to like farm off the M103 here. Every time we get unspotted, you can tell by the light bulb when we're unspotted and stuff. Right now we're still spotted, but it's not like he can do anything to hit us, and we do have a bit of a rear mounted turret as well, so peeking backwards is actually going to be a good thing for you. It means you're exposing less of your tank when you peek backwards, essentially, than when you peek forwards. And we're going to use that to try to focus this LT here. Now this LT is definitely something I want to get out of the game here. Again, he's like one of the tanks that could actually catch me later in the game. So we do get a shot into him. We do kind of have some a bit of a workplace accident there, drive straight into the wall. Could have been a bit costly there if that Destiny wasn't stock, but he happens to be stock anyway, so it worked out for us. And right now, again, 4v2 for us, so it looks like a very good situation. Destiny does put one more shot into us. We're not too worried. We're just trading at the moment. But again, our adaptive concealment is going to allow us to get unspotted faster than the Destiny does. And we do get a little bit lucky there. The IS-5 does actually bounce the side of my tank there. So as you can see, like, you do get a couple bounces in this tank. It is a bit of a troll tank. Now, Destiny is not really looking at us, so we do go for the drive wheel there. Dude to get a nice shot, and now I'm just trying to reset my camo, and I know the IS-5 is somewhere on A here. I'm just going to let my teammates kill the Destiny. I'm just waiting for this IS-5 to get spotted. Right here, you guys get spotted, we can put a nice shot into him here. And now we're going to try to be a little bit more aggressive. This is the end of the game here, so we're just trying to farm as much damage as we can. And again, it's just a good example of like the DPM that this thing has. Like, bro, like this thing just like to be honest, this game, I didn't even play this game that amazingly. But like just the fact that I have such good DPM allowed me to like really, you know, put some nice shots in and get some nice trades. And like a lot of people are actually missing this tank, by the way. Like, it is a kind of a hard tank to hit. It's not that easy to hit. And we do bounce the end shot there, which is a little bit unfortunate. We definitely could have found a little bit more damage, but we still do hit the 5k damage mark. Overall, very nice game, and was a pretty quick game as well. Like, it wasn't that challenging, you know. But again, this tank is just such a hidden gem, I think, in my opinion. It basically plays like a tier 10, has all the attributes of a tier 10 tank, except it's tier 9, and you can bully tier 8s with it, basically. So, very, very solid tank. Highly recommend you guys play it, and definitely a hidden gem that I didn't expect. I never really like thought too strongly of this tank at all, because I never really suffered versus like playing against it. But I think if you put this tank in the hands of a skilled player, you can definitely do some like really good damage with it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, make sure you guys smash the like button if you enjoyed, and make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. But other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one, and peace out.